go on to Maeshowe, Division 2,
Maeshowe.
the trade capital of the Orkney
The
Both.
trade capital, though, it is, isn't it? There's been a lot of trades in this one, and it's
Oh,
to be fair, the Portland Lumberjacks they got their bloody nose with Kelsey on their back his bye week, but you know the star that they brought in was on his bye week, and so they lost. That's acceptable. Still 7-3, losing to the Bognor Regis Falcons, who also go 7. Again, this is another one with nobody
we jump up to top.
with 8 wins. You know, it's but the
No,
thing about this division is there is now a 2 game gap opened up between 6th and 8th. You know, the Crew Juggernauts, Rhine Cardinals, and Cavite Porkers, they're not dead, not by a long way. They're now 2 games behind.
but a 6 game losing streak for the Crew Juggernauts.
Yeah,
Seriously,
that's
what?
such a turnaround, isn't it?
And it was like 208 points, but then they came up against
And it's like,
218.
you know,
So
when you're scoring 208 points, it's a bit harsh that you get the defeat. You know, it's a bit unfair. You
but
know,
don't forget this one, Craig.
eh?
This one. Don't forget this one.
Yes, yes. Pork lost, but the losing the win streak is gone.
The win streak's
But
gone.
it's like 142 points. What happened? Well, Pollard happened, I guess. Pollard's killing me in some places. It's honestly, it's Pierce nothing, Shakir nothing, Mingo nothing. Yeah, tough week for Port, but I mean, he did have Pacheco on bye, he did have Smith on bye, he had Waddle on bye, he had Puka on bye. So
You had a big buy list.
you
Yeah.
know, it's but now here's the thing, right? Here is the thing. Joe Burrow, 29.53 points. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's good. But you've got 53 point Dak Prescott on your bench, and you've got 32 point Sam Howell on your bench. Why? What's the point? You're not playing them over Burrow. Why are you wasting spots? Port, sort it out.
And although the way things are going, I probably would have still played Prescott against the Giants.
Take it back. Well, I don't take it back. But I was
But it still wouldn't have made a difference. He wouldn't have won, but he probably should have played
no,
Prescott against the
but
Giants.
yeah,
We
but
are
then
shit.
I wouldn't have either, Johnny. And do you know why I wouldn't have? Because I kind of figured that game was going to be over by the end of the first quarter, which it pretty much was, and they were going to sit Prescott for the
Well,
second half. I mean, they literally.
the thing is, it was so, but you know it's Dallas against the Giants. They like to run it up.
Mm,
You know
you
what I mean?
know, if he'd have
And they
taken
did.
an ouchie,
So
that would have been a it would have been silly, you know. But and not only that, not only did
I'd have been laughing my fucking head off if they did, but unfortunately
they
they
came
didn't.
out and
So.
took they came out in second half, and it's like, what will we do? We're this far ahead, and they've got absolutely nothing. They can't touch us. I know what we'll do. Let's keep throwing the ball. It's like, what are you going to just give Pollard the ball, please? Anyway, it's
Well, he had it on the goal and he couldn't get in. So
I
you
tell
know,
you, I mean, the Birmingham Giants 3-7. I guess if you win 4 in a row, and who knows, but they do have a bit of big decisions. And when they get to the playoffs, it's going to be massive decisions to make. You know, Tua or Kyler Murray, because Kyler Murray looked quite good yesterday on Sunday. I'm
well,
not saying he looked wonderful,
I
but
just
you know that's his first game in about what, a year, more than that.
it was just typical Kyler. He's 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage, almost gets sacked and gets a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he spends more time he spends more time running backwards because the fat boys can't catch him, and then he runs up and gets a first down.
But that's what he does. You know.
It's just I can't I can't stand him, to be honest.
I mean,
I
it's what
just
he does.
no,
But I mean,
I know.
this there could be gaps opening up in this division. You know, if Crew Juggernauts, Rhine Cardinals, and Porkers all lose this week, it's a it's a long way for them. And I would say that it's down to just 7 teams for 6 places. You know, Darlow Destroyers got a great win this week, and against the Whitworth Educators as well, which keeps them kind of still interested. You know, but great
Yeah, and
win,
obviously a
230
sh-
points.
a sh- you see a shock one. I know it was a good win for Scott, 197 against 185 Sandbach, which puts them back to 5-5 instead of 6-4. So
Yeah,
keeps them in sixth spot, but then they're all breathing down their neck.
That's and you know it keeps them
So
interested as well, Gloucester Wolfpack, because you know at 2-8 forget about it, but at 3-7, you know you get on that, you win 4 in a row and see what happens. You're not completely dead yet. Good win for Burham.
it is crazy though, because obviously all the other games, the teams down the bottom there have got not got a hope in hell, but here they've all got a chance
Yeah,
if they get
absolutely.
the
It's
results.
and it was a good win for Burham Trash Pandas as well. You know to go 6 and 4 against the Belfast Benchwarmers, who were done all. It was them that got the trade, wasn't it? The handful, yeah, with Kamara and such. So and that was with Mostart on a bye week and in the team. So yeah, Burnham Trash Pandas
Yeah.
play.
Then Dotson got duck egg on the other team, so
Bloody
yeah,
pet
that
hate of mine when folk win when they've got leave by folk in. It's just a pet hate. Anyway, there was a good 230 points. Can't complain. You know, it's a great score, but fill your spots.
was that the highest scoring team of the week? It was as well. So
Yeah, it
highest
was,
scoring team
yeah.
with one player missing.
So it just goes to show you, you
So
know.
uh,
But yeah, great win there.
so
And
you got
as I say, this is just so tight. It's so tight up the top. I mean, anyone down to sixth place could win this division. Seventh place could win this division quite easily, you know. Just 2 games back, but it's crew 208 points. Think you're turning it round, and you lose again. It's
uh,
hard to take that.
looking at next week. I can't see Belfast Bounty Wormers coming up against Whitford Educators with half their team in a bye. We're going to win.
No, that will be a difficult
So
one, I would say.
yeah.
It's
Rainy Cardinals could get to 5 and 6 against Wolfpack.
yeah,
Well, could be
Belfast
could be both 4 and 7 for 5 and 6.
not looking good for Belfast there at
Cars
five.
out,
Five.
Kamara's out. No.
Not looking good for them at all. And Darlow Destroyers, Burnham Trash Pandas need to get in and get their team done because they've got a big one this week. Darlow Destroyers, if they can come in and give it and beat them, it'll put them both 6 and 5, and it would really bring Burnham into the playoff chase. You know, he's got Moss on a bye week, but that's no real
Yeah.
again. Darlow's only get Douglas on bye week, so yeah, I mean it's pretty much full team, full steam ahead for both.
Well,
So here's a question for you.
if Darlow beat Burnham, then Darlow will be above Burnham in points difference, so they'd be jump up an extra spot. What's the question?
Here's a question for you, and that again, why are you giving yourselves these headaches? Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson? Who are you starting this week? Russell Wilson playing Minnesota and Lamar Jackson playing Cincinnati. On the other side,
Mm,
even bigger headache. Who you playing, Johnny? Geno Smith against the Los Angeles Rams in LA, or Dobbs against Denver in Denver, Mile High, where the ball flies further.
Dobbs.
That is the headache that these two guys have given themselves this week. So it's Jackson or Wilson for Burnham, and Darlow. I've got to pick between Smith and Dobbs. I'm inclined to go with you. I agree with you in the sense that I would go with Dobbs over Smith this week. I really would, because Geno's
Because
not
Dobbs,
been.
because he's not been great.
Yeah,
Dobbs will get his running points as well. He's
he
been playing
will.
well,
He will. And
and he might even get Jefferson back this week.
that of course it
So he
might
might
get
not
Jefferson.
he might not get many targets. So he'll be at a limited snap count probably, but he'll be on the field taking players away from Addison, possibly
And his
Osborne if he's
favourite
back,
target,
and
Hankerson,
his
you know.
target Hawkinson.
Hawkinson, yeah,
Well,
and he's got
Yeah.
Hawkinson. Darlow Destroyers has Hawkinson. Oh, I would be
So
stacking Dobbs and Hawkinson if I were him. He's got Smith in at the moment, but we'll see what happens. And for Burnham, you can't not play Lamar for me. You just can't not play him. But I would not be surprised if Wilson outscores him this week. So yeah, big decisions for those two to be
yeah,
made, and headaches that you don't need to give yourself, don't have them on your bench. And then crew juggernauts,
but
they really need
it
to
is
bounce this week, or it's over for them, you know. They've still got, well, they've not done their team yet, but they've got Swift back off bye, they've got Cooks to come in if they want, they've got Orton back off bye. But other than that, it's like, do you
I,
stick with Will Levis?
I'd probably go for Mayfield actually against that dodgy 49er secondary of it because he likes to toss the ball. You got Evans and Goodwin, and is it Trey? What was the name of Palmer gets your touches? You got Swift on the bench. He'll probably
Yeah,
be playing.
he'll stick Swift in for sure, and he might have Achan back. He might be back this week. That would be good news. Not sure I'd be
Mm.
playing him the first week he comes
And
back. Just wait and see what happens. But yeah, that would be good news.
but then of course Sam back will be playing. He'll be putting in Mahomes over Pickett.
He will be, but he's got to
Who's he got for
replace
running
Taylor.
back?
JT's on his bye
Oh,
week, and how
yeah, but
disappointing is
Connor will
Derrick
go from the
Henry?
flex into running spot. Oh, he'll do better come the playoffs. He'll be all right. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not inclined to disagree with you. And Henry turns up in the snow. My worry there is, and I've got them in quite a few. But my worry is that they're going to be dead by the time our playoffs come around, and they're going to be giving Spears more and more chances to see what he can do. That would be my biggest worry about Henry at the moment. But yeah, big game there. In fact, for me, that's the game of the week. Sandbach Sunsets against Crew Juggernauts. Crew lose and they're absolutely dead to the world. And Sandbach at 5-5, they really need the win as well. They don't need to be tying it up with Crew. So that there is the game of the week for me.
but I know. I just feel sorry for Crew. You know what I mean? They started off so well, and then 6 game losing streaks are sore one.
Yeah, they happen, and I mean, he
But
does have.
it's going to be tough.
There are, he lost Achan, he lost Richardson. So it's tough.
And,
It's a tough game, Johnny.
you got a nice wee one. You got a nice one down the bottom there. Cavite Porters against the Bogner Regis Balkans, but
Yeah, again, it's a must-win for
I'm not sure.
Cavite, and Bogner have got that. But if you've got eyes on the top two, they need to keep winning because there's just too many of them up there. Up and around and
Yeah.
close to it. And if you lose at 7-3, you're bringing the 5-5s. If they can win, it brings them right back into it. I get behind you. With just 3 games to go. You keep your 2 game
Well,
against them, and it kind of not you with three to go. I'm comfortable. 2 wins, 3 to go. I'm saying that I'm going to win that. You know.
well, my game of the week will be the Burnham Trash Pandas against the Dallas Destroyers because I think that will be close.
Yeah, yeah, and
But
it's a huge game. It's a huge game, and they've both got such big decisions to make.
I'll be interested to see the decisions, but we'll find out next Tuesday.